Welcome to the Backlog Diaries. Today we have for you the 1/144th scale Gundam Livelance Heaven from the new Gundam Breaker Backlog series. I have gotten many of these kits, but as you can see by my pile, this is the first one I'll be building. This is going to be a review and build video in 3 parts. Part 1, I'm going to take apart the box, show you what's inside, give you an idea of what you'll be dealing with the box. Part 2 will be a time lapse of me actually building it, so you can get an idea of exactly how the build comes together. You won't have to listen to me talk for hours on end while I do that. It'll just be sped up so you can watch it come all together. And part 3 will be an actual in-depth review of the kit itself. I got this kit through Mecha Warehouse, who do not sponsor me, but I would give them a look because they are really fast, good service, and local to me, and they deal with me ordering kits, not picking them up for weeks at a time to add to my big pile that's in the room behind me that you saw in the intro. So we're going to open this up, take a look at what we're dealing with, and get to building. So let's get right started. Alright, right off the bat we have a lot of runners. I got those are 2 gold runners and a clear part for the beam effects kit for the lance itself. We have a fairly small color corrective sticker sheet here with a white looks like 2 more runners here in this big sheet. Another pair of runners that looks like, are these polycaps? No, they're just soft plastic. They're not like the polycap, like rubbery material. And 2 more. That's a lot of runners in here. So it's going to be a bit of a, you know, logistical thing to keep all these parts separated. And the manual is not insubstantial. Yeah, this is a pretty thick boy. But shouldn't be too bad. We'll get this set up and try to build it. So let's get down to it and see what we're dealing with here. finished product in all of its glory. It wasn't that hard of a build. There's a few parts that gave me a little trouble. Inserting these gray parts into the folding armor pieces was a little tricky. And the color correcting sticker on the inside of the rear butt flap, that gave me a little bit issue. But for the most part, it came right together. It's definitely a decent engineered kit. Get a little bit of a 360 action here. You got the fully open, the arms just fell out. That's going to be a thing. So as expected for a kit built off of the Death Scythe Hell, it can close up. It doesn't really want to close up and stick in, like, you know, the fully... You expect this to be like a contiguous piece, but it wants to open up. The tolerances aren't amazing on this. It just wants to spring open. Maybe it might be because of the way I built it. Maybe the tolerances of the kit aren't that great. I mean, they're always just a little bit off. I'm not sure about that. But for the most part, you're probably going to have them open. There's stickers on the inside here. The leg just fell off. Maybe the kit doesn't stay together that well. We'll see throughout the review, because this is my first time really handling it since assembling it. We'll see how it is. But yeah, there's stickers on the inside here to correct for the color. And I do like this coffin motif on the inside here. That's... I don't know if that's on the Death Scythe. I haven't built a Death Scythe Hell, so I don't really know. I mean, I'm not a scholar of Wing, especially the second generation of suits. I've only built kits for the original suits. But yeah, it came with 3 sets of hands, an open palm hand for right and left, these thumb out hitchhiker hands that have a very extreme angle. These are good for like a thrusting attack for the spear, which is why I have this one in. And also came with closed fists for, you know, pokey pokey, which is kind of what we want for this. So insert the spear into that hand, gets a good angle, but you have to have the arm turned. Yeah, you know, I'm experiencing some issues with this kit staying together. I don't know if that's because of me or because the kit has just loose tolerances. Like I said, it is not using regular soft polycaps for anything. It does have what it refers to as polycaps, but they're definitely not the original like soft rubber polycap material. It's a harder kind of rubbery plastic. But I mean, this is an extra long, soft, flexible, sparkly beam effect piece for that beam spear too. But I think the kit looks nice. Let's get these the hand back out. We'll check out all the articulation on it. I mean, yeah, the fitment isn't great. I've already seen parts fall off, and I'm not like manhandling this or anything. I'm not being mean to it. Jesus. Technical difficulties. It's just that one leg too. Alrighty, so let's take the backpack off so we can have a better look. Of course, just a standard look of Death Scythe backpack. It's just got the single vernier on the back. But let's take a look. Butt flap. The rear butt flap actually moves, which is really nice. I did use it as a kickstand during the build. Alrighty, let's look. Head is on like a single ball joint. It looks up, left, right. Does a swirly dad. It's not super flexible, just because of the shape of the head. It's got these big cheeks, so it doesn't have good tilt. And like the up isn't very good, down quite well. Arms, full spinny spin. I don't really like this big seam line, but what are you gonna do? Arm fully out. Look at that. Just the wrist articulating up, pop that out. Yeah, I'm surprised for a brand new kit that like the part fitment's really loose. I mean, I do like the look of it, like especially these clear parts there. That's really nice. Let's see. Arm spin that's on a peg. Single joint on the elbows, so you can't do a full like bicep curl. Can you? Yes, you can. Okay, never mind. So you can't do a full bicep curl. Thumbs up. We can do that. Wrists are just a ball joint. Excellent. So the hips have a bit of an articulation if we move the crotch flap here. They can swing forward. Just a little bit. In case you want it to ride a horse. So the splits pretty far. Full leg extension. When you do extend the legs, like, this knee piece locks in. So I guess that would be good if you're trying to, like, get it to pose and you want one leg to be very stiff and you don't want it to slide. The knees actually lock onto this knee piece. Then, like, there's like a piece here and inside that physically connects. So that's pretty neat. I don't know what the exact purpose of that is. Don't know. Let's see, you got a good spin here because that's a ball joint. Wow, just, yeah, it's like this hard kind of plasticky polycap is just wants to come apart. It's a little disappointing, honestly. Front skirt goes up a wee bit, so the legs come out. Yeah, it's like coming apart. Here I always wanted to sing the praises of this cool looking kit, but it's just coming apart in my hands. Oh, take that how you will. Alright, as far as the stickers go, 3 on the inside of the butt flap, 1 on the outside, 2 here on the shoulders, 1, 2, 2 here. Each eye is an individual sticker, if we can get it to focus. Focus. Each eye is an individual sticker, and then 1 for the forehead. The leg fell off again. On the backpack, this vernier is articulated on a ball joint. Nice. These have all kinds of motion on this, but they don't stick on very well. As the theme of this kit, things just don't really stick too well. There is like a little jewel, like kind of like for the eye and other shiny parts here in the middle, but like I said, like, these things don't like to get a good angle where they close up together and stick. I don't know why. I'm not a Gundam engineer, I just build them. Let's get that back on. Wow. So what can I say about the Livelance Heaven? Well, it's definitely a cool looking kit. It's nice to have a light colored kit, because in that case it doesn't really show nub marks. You don't have to do as much cleaning up, but you do really want a panel line to make these pop. Of course, this is just a straight snap build to show you what it looks like out of the box. It's not panel lined. Will I ever panel line it? Maybe. But right now it is definitely not. Like, there's details that are just lost if you don't. So it's definitely a candidate for that. It's a shame not to, so it will be done at some point on mine. I do have markers for that, although I'd like to try other methods as well. But, I mean, the fitment's just not great. Look, it doesn't hold pose very well. You're not going to play with this. It's not going to hold up to any kind of rigorous use. This is going to live on a shelf and never move. Anyway, that's the HG Gundam Livelance Heaven from Gundam Breaker Backlog 2021 Gundam Kit. It falls apart a lot. Anyway, yep, that's it. Come back again for more review, build, doodly-doos, as I have like 106 other kits in my backlog to do. Yay.